evening. What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
This morning I was listening to D. Durrell, right? No. Yesterday I was listening to it and I finished it this morning. I got through the whole thing this morning. And D. Durrell and Taz is at it again. Been at it on and off for, I think, 4 or 5 years now, I think. And I see Taz doing stream after stream about it, but I only clicked on one of them. And I said, let me go over here to D. Durrell and see if Taz lying again. Because you know Taz likes to lie. So I get over there to D. Durrell, and the dude on the panel named E Black TV said, I want to say that the gender war is over, but really it's like Palestinians and Israelis right now. And to that, the lady on the panel named Miss Thang said, yeah, and I think YouTube been orchestrating some of this stuff. Then Raw B Privilege comes in after her and said something that was also true. She told Miss Thang, she said, no, it's black people that's doing it. And Raw B, she is also correct. All three of them, E Black, Miss Thang, and Raw B. And guess what? Those three elements that they brought up cannot be flagged away. And that is not my opinion. It is fact. But there are dickheads on here trying to convince others that the gender war can be community guidelined away. It can be reported away. Publishing an article about it can write the gender war out of existence. Dickhead thinking. People who maybe don't even understand the nature of the gender war, so they think that individuals are the problem. And if you silence the individuals, then no more gender war.
Wrong. Wrong.
The dude E Black citing the conflict over there in Africa was on point. Like the gender war, a war that's been going on online before there was an online and even before any of us were even born. The eldest in your family, I don't care if he or she is 102 years old, the gender war is older than them too. And I saw something else this morning from Piers Morgan, and I hate to be the girl in this scenario, but I'm going to be the lady. I'm going to be the lady here. I'm her. I'm her right here.
How on earth do you get rid of Hamas, which most people agree has to happen, without doing what Israel's currently doing? I mean, obviously it's horrendous, the civilian casualties. Obviously it's horrendous that Gaza has a particularly high volume of children. It's heartbreaking. It's terrible. It's awful. But how else do you get rid of Hamas?
By talking peers.
To Hamas?
But of
to
course,
Hamas?
Of course you have to.
Of course you don't.
You don't want to, but you're going to have to.
We didn't talk to ISIS.
We
didn't talk to Al-Qaeda.
And we know what happened in Afghanistan.
No, actually, with ISIS, we wiped them out pretty much. And we did it, unfortunately, the way the Israelis are doing it. I mean, that's true.
It didn't work with Afghanistan.
Well, we did. We attacked ISIS all over the place, and there were lots of civilian casualties. But now ISIS doesn't really operate, right? So again, I come back. What's the difference in Hamas and ISIS?
You say that, but you understand how ISIS has been able to infiltrate certain African countries and the difficulties that are being caused there. They're not completely finished,
but they are massive.
Of course, they're not completely finished.
The caliphate has pretty much been destroyed.
We're never going to get rid of Hamas by simply utilising bombs.
Are you seriously suggesting?
Especially that last part, that nonsense about getting rid of some of it. That's that same lie being told about flagging people and running people off YouTube. It's going to get rid of some of it. Shut up. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Because, okay, you've killed some of my comrades and imprisoned some others, killed my mother and father, but when I grow up, I'll be in there on some paragliders. The lady up there stating the facts to Piers Morgan that you cannot bomb and missile that away. But dickheads still think that applying community guideline strikes will get rid of the mindset. The mindset that had those young people launch missiles at Israel and come in there on paragliders. Youngsters in on that war that's been going on way before they were even born. It's a mindset, not a who. Individuals can be bombed, yeah. They could be killed and locked up, flagged away. But the mindset can't. It's not a who, it's a what. And the what is a gender war. But to the dickheads on here who are trying to convince people that the gender war can be flagged away, just ask them, what? Not who, what? Because what's going on is a what, not a who. Ask them, What has already been flagged off of YouTube? Religion, flat earth, anti-COVID vaccine talk, what? I mean, because they're telling people on here that the gender war could be flagged away. So what is their role model for that line of thinking? Where do they get this idea from that a mindset can be community guidelined away? What else has been flagged away? Not who, because we already know that whos can be flagged, so ask them what. And hey, why they still mad? Why are they still the same? You know, the people who, when our queen was flagged, they were filled with cheer and joy.
No.
But why they still mad? Why they still mad at the things that they've been mad at for years? I told y'all that all those declarations and proclamations of a better black YouTube is coming and everything, all those proclamations and declarations will fall flat on its face in no time at all. I told you that. And they still mad. Just like I said, still fighting the same fighting that they've been doing, aren't they? Yes, of course they are. Still addressing, of course they are. They're still addressing the same people, places, and things that they've been addressing, right? Of course that's right.
I can't.
YouTube tired of y'all. YouTube about to clean house. Same thing that they've been saying for years. Same thing they say every year, all year, throughout the year. Same thing they do every night, Binky. Didn't I tell y'all they gonna be mad? See, let me tell you something. See, a mad person is just gonna go out and find something or someone else to be mad at. And what's this, November? Yeah, of course it's November. Right? And they're going to be saying the same thing in December, in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, all the way into 2025, talking about the destruction that's taking place as we speak. The beginning of the end is near. This is what they're going to be saying all the way up until next year. Can't flag away a genre. You can't cut the head off the snake and watch the body die or none of that, because the gender war is made up of some loose bandits running around on their own. There is no chain of command. There's no chain of command or centralized power structure that you can hit with a bunker buster that killed the leader that was hiding in a hole somewhere. You can't do that. No gas lines to hit with missiles or none of that. Listen. Understand that when you listening to people tell you that the gender war can be ran off YouTube or demonetized away, understand that these people are stupid or ignorant and not understanding that what's here is a mindset. And there's so many gender warriors from back in the day that's gone. They've been gone. They've been long gone. And yet the gender war has not only gone on, but it's grew, it's spread. Or maybe they're not ignorant. Maybe they do know the nature of what's going on here. They do know that it's a mentality, but because they're so up in their feelings, they're so imprisoned by their own feelings about the gender war that they don't care. They don't care. So they'll just cling on to anything that may slightly remotely resemble a dismantling of the gender war. Any little thing like a demonetization or somebody getting flagged, and they'll become filled with hope. They'll start feeling renewed in that there is a God that's been hearing their prayers over any little thing. Any little thing. But look at them. They still mad, ain't they?